Hey everybody, Chris here. Welcome on a Wednesday. We got a lot to talk about. There's no lack of news for Dogecoin, crypto, everything that's going on. We'll be looking at the charts and we're looking at the outlook for the rest of 2023. If you're just joining me for the first time, I'm Chris and this is Chris Pack's channel. You can subscribe below. Join us as we try to make money in crypto. Yes, we're making money. And every live stream, we're buying more crypto. We're dollar cost averaging into the Kriss Pack's portfolio. So if you're watching this on video replay, you missed the live. I'm live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 5 o'clock Eastern time, United States time. That's when I'm on. And we cover the news, lots of news to cover. Always take your questions. So if you've got some questions, put them in the chat. We'll talk about what is on your mind, and then we buy crypto. Yes, we do buy crypto, and we add to our stash. And be interested to know what you want to buy as well, because we're expanding our portfolio. We're diversifying into different cryptos, and so we will get to that. Let me drop down here in the corner. Welcome everyone. Jason, good to see you. Doge time, yep, and Operculum. Loving Doge, and I do as well. It's my biggest bag of all the cryptos that I own by a lot. And I'm in the green on MyDoge. I know some of you bought Doge a little bit higher and can't wait for it to get back up, and you want to know when that's going to be. So we're going to be talking about that as well. What do we got in the market right now? 7.5 cents is this blue line here. And Doge, yeah, it popped up it early this morning and was trading up, but then I think this red that we saw there, this was all the effects of the United States stock market. Yeah, the stocks were down. If we take a look at, for instance, the S&P 500, there was this big drop, kind of recovered early afternoon and then dropped again at the end. So that's how the S&P 500 traded. And of course, Tesla stock, same thing, dropped, recovery, drop. You're going to see that across all of the stocks. That's pretty much what happened. And so Bitcoin, well, Bitcoin dropped, didn't recover that much, dropped again ever since the stock market closed, though. Bitcoin has been recovering a little bit. And with that, most cryptos as well. So we're going to be buying some crypto in a little bit. And so we're going to see if we got a little dip, get a little bit more crypto. Again, this is just such the small timeline here, looking at this 15-minute chart here of where this price is. We're just buying whatever the price is. Some coins that have gone up most recently, and if there's a dip that may be coming later, we're not going to buy those today. We'll buy others, but we always buy some Doge as well. So there's a little bit on the charts, what's going on. So 748, that's about what our total average is on our portfolio right now for our Doge, isn't it? It's 744. That's right, because we were dollar costing down. Our last two purchases of Doge were 732 and 736. So that brought our average down to 744 for our Doge stash. And this is 748. So a little bit above. We'll be dollar cost averaging up a little bit if we buy there. We'll see where it is in a little bit when we buy more. So what's going on? Doge price forecast is a 100% surge leading to 15 cents possible. Doge price has cleared a long-term diagonal resistance level. For those that haven't been following, if I go out to the 4-hour, I think I got to go to the daily. That's right, for this one. This is this one right here. This is this big one. So Doge has broken up out of that and has been trading up since then. So that's what they're referring to there. However, the failure to sustain the increase puts the long-term bullish trend in doubt. So they're saying, hey, good news. We broke out of that long-term downward resistance. That's great, but that breakout has not been sustained, so not bullish yet. Weekly time frame readings, decisively bullish. Daily time frame price action is inconclusive. So if you look at too many charts at too many timelines, one's going to tell you one thing, one is going to tell you something else. So I like to be consistent. I always look at the 15-minute and the 4-hour. Those are the ones I look at when I'm trading. If you start looking at all these different timelines, it's going to tell you different things from relative strength index to volume to that's just a word of advice for trading. Breakdown from the short-term channel will mean that the trend is bearish, while a breakout will confirm the long-term bullish readings. No duh, right? No duh. So where's Dogecoin going to be going forward? Well, we've got some news on Elon Musk. For those that don't know, there's been this lawsuit that started over a year ago, and these guys are suing Elon Musk because they lost money trading Dogecoin. Well, you don't lose until you sell. So, I mean, if they bought in May of 2021 up at the peak and then sold when it's lower, duh. They're saying that Elon Musk has been manipulating the price of Dogecoin for his own gain, and they lost, and so they're suing Elon. So Elon's legal team has criticized that the plaintiff's lawyers are abusing their position of power, tweeting positive statements about cryptocurrencies or sharing amusing images is permissible. I mean, everyone does it, right? So if Elon does it, he's in a different class than everyone else. That's pretty crazy. To me, that's pretty crazy. So, so Elon's legal team is trying to get this lawsuit thrown out. They're just appealing to the judge and say, look, this has no merit, shouldn't go on. So we'll see how that plays out. But it's just one of those things. Here's FX Street. Dogecoin begins recovery with speculation of Twitter creators being paid in Doge. So, yeah, if you've been if you've been on the X app, formerly Twitter, and follow any of the big accounts there, they've been posting that they're getting paid, and right now they get paid in fiat, but there's speculation that payment may be Doge in the future, and that's why Doge had a little spike the other day, because that rumor was kind of running around and got more people buying Doge because they think that is a real possibility, and it is. It is a real possibility. If anyone can do that, it's Elon. And Elon introducing that payment in Doge to the creators on the X app platform would be huge. That would be huge. Of course, they'd have to buy a lot of Dogecoin, right, in order to pay out creators in Doge. But that isn't that hard to do. That's not the same as creating this whole tipping thing on the X app platform. That would be much harder. I think I think this would be a lot easier to do, this kind of thing. But that's why Doge was up, and Doge was trading very well. But, you know, those things, right, they get a little momentum, and then other factors take over and the price comes down a little bit. So that's where we are right now. But with that kind of thought about, you know, how Doge can actually be used as a currency, that's one of them right there. And Elon has the power to be able to do stuff like that. So that's what that speculation is about. Doge went up to 7.8 cents and then back down to 7.1, and now it's hovering right at 7.5. So that's what Doge is about. Kaleo, pay me in Dogecoin. Thank you, Elon Musk. And he actually photoshopped in how much in Doge he would have been paid instead of in cash. So 174,000 Dogecoin to Crypto Kaleo. if that would be the case. That's pretty cool. Pay out Doge, right? So will Doge price recover with the hype? Doge is up 41% from the June 10th low, down at 5.3 cents, which is good if you want to compare it. I don't know anyone who actually bought it when it spiked down that low real quick. But there are a lot of people buying in the sixes, and at 7.5, you got a good profit on that. So there's that, and then we've got let's see. Excuse me there. We have the other outlook, which is the bleak outlook for 2023. So we've got some positive outlooks, and we got some that are saying maybe not so much. Dogecoin finds itself in a rather dismal state in 2023. Current trading price, 7 cents, stands as one of the least performing digital assets this year. So if you compare Doge to Bitcoin, Bitcoin is up some 75%, and Doge is relatively equal to where it was at the beginning of the year. So if you do that kind of comparison, yes, Doge is down, but where's the potential from here? And that's what we've been talking about on this channel, is what is the potential from here? So if you think that Doge could go up to 15 cents, that would be a 100% gain for Doge. Do you think Bitcoin from here can go up 100%? That's almost 60,000. So what do you think has the better chance of happening? Doge hitting 15 cents or Bitcoin hitting 60,000? So that's what a lot of us are here for, is Doge hitting 15 cents, 20 cents, 25, 30 cents. So Doge could actually 4x from here up to 30 cents. That's a 4x from here to 30 cents. What is Bitcoin at 4x? It's 120K. What do you think has the better odds of happening? Dogecoin 30 cents, Bitcoin $120,000 of Bitcoin. So that's what I'm talking about here. Mars says Dogecoin over Bitcoin, right? Dogecoin over Bitcoin. So it all depends on comparison. Depends on when you're buying too. I mean, how many of you bought Bitcoin down at 15.5 when it hit that low back in late November, early December? I think some of you might have bought some Bitcoin then. But most haven't. Most are looking at what you buy now. And if you buy now at 29K versus Doge at 7.5 cents, what do you think is going to do better from here? So we do those comparisons on this channel, and more times than not, people vote for Doge. So that's why we're here. We're having fun. But this rocky outlook, investors have weathered 8 months of disappointment as Doge struggles to make any substantial gains, repeatedly spiraling into price drops shortly after brief rallies. That's what happens in a bear market, though, too. So we're all waiting for the bulls. The bull market will come. Now is not the time. Now is not the time, I think, for Dogecoin to go on a big rally, because nothing else is rallying. This isn't the bull market time yet. So these things take time. So that's why we're accumulating now. That's why we're buying more Doge on a daily basis, dollar cost averaging, accumulating now for the gains that are going to come. That's how wealth is built. That's when you buy when things are down, when things are in the bear market. That's when you buy. And that's what I've been buying. I tell you what I'm doing. I don't advise what you to do, but I show you what I'm doing. I'm continuing to buy more. And we're doing it right here. During live streams, we buy more. Now I've got my big portfolio, which is like off of Coinbase, but on Coinbase, I'm still buying. We've got this portfolio going. We'll be buying more in just a little bit. New Dogecoin options listed on Binance. So I guess on Binance, you can use options. which allow investors to trade an underlying asset at a predetermined price before a specific date. So they're going to add the Dogecoin Tether weekly options contracts on Binance. So people who are trading and want to get into trading options, I guess you could do that now on Binance. I don't trade options. I'm more of a buy and hold kind of guy. Every once in a while, I do a swing trade, and I've done that a number of times. But right now, I'm not swing trading. I'm just accumulating now. This is not, to me, this isn't the time to swing trade. I was swing trading when Doge was 11, 12 cents, 13 cents, in that range. I was doing swing trading, and I actually saved myself a lot of paper losses by doing that kind of swing trading. But now it's really tough. Some have done it, though, when there's a big news and Doge bolts up. And if you can time it right and you can sell right some against just some of your portfolio, I wouldn't recommend selling all of your Doge and trying to buy back in, because you never know when it might just keep going up. So there's always that challenge. Doge called the easiest trade of this cycle by market analysts. Now, we've been talking about Michael Vanderpop and showing his charts. And right now, he's still looking at a big limit buy order at 6.98 cents. He still thinks there's going to be a wick that's going to come down. It's going to drop right below 7 cents. And it's going to pick up a crap ton of Doge at 6.98. And I kind of can see that happening too. I see that happening. But he says that, indeed, Dogecoin has not made any significant movements in either direction in 2023. Since early July, it has moved slowly but steadily towards the upside, making it the easiest trade of them all this cycle. Earlier, Vanderpop listed Doge as one of the top 3 altcoins he was looking to trade for the upcoming months. As he noted, Doge was moving largely sideways in 2023, but he was also looking at another move later this month. Doge is picking up some momentum, taking all the lows and looking to take a higher low, in which case it was highly likely it will have an upwards run, looking at a range higher than 10 cents. Particularly considering the strong possibility of Doge being implemented into the X app, formerly Twitter, the X app ecosystem. So that's what Michael Vanderpop is saying. And I showed this on video yesterday and stream on Monday. We looked at that price action of looking at that 6.98 cent target. And I think that could hit. So we're just going to accumulate later, and we're just going to buy whatever the price is. But for those that are into setting limit orders and trying to hit a lower price, and you're buying, a significant amount, we just dollar cost average a little bit each time here. But that could hit. So we'll see how that happens. And then just analytics firm reveals massive imbalance in wealth distribution among Ethereum and Dogecoin holders. This came out on Daily Hodl today. And, I read through all of this stuff and I'm just like, Daily Hodl, what are you talking about? New data from Into the Block suggests there exists a huge imbalance in the distribution of wealth for ETH and Doge ecosystems. The firm says that 80% of the supply of both ETH and Doge are owned by just about 0.01% of the total addresses. By comparison, 0.32% of Bitcoin addresses own 80% of the Bitcoin supply. So when I look at this, I say, okay, here we go again, right? Comparing these addresses when you've got Robinhood holding 32 billion Dogecoin, right? One wallet holding 32 billion Dogecoin on behalf of all the people on Robinhood that have bought Dogecoin. That is not, it's wrong. It's absolutely wrong what Into the Block is saying. They're just looking at data, but they're not looking at the reality behind it. and how much Doge is actually held by Robinhood on behalf of all the people that have bought Doge on Robinhood. So I will just keep hammering that home and reminding people that this is wrong. And this has been tweeted. I mean, It's All Risky yesterday, of which I responded to, because It's All Risky was talking about like Elon Musk holding, so much Dogecoin, and it's like risky. You know that that's not true. This is the disadvantage of the X app and their creators just tweeting nonsense, trying to get engagement so they can make more money. And I get it. People have been tweeting, especially Risky. Risky's been on for years and is now getting paid, right, for tweeting or posting now. So I get that. But sometimes it's, come on. You already know what the answer is, and you're asking people to. So I'm a little disillusioned by the X app right now, because the creators are just like this engagement farming kind of thing. It's just, there's still some good content on there. I'm still on there. I'll stay on there, but it's just me venting just a little bit here. So we got that. Ron, what do you have on Robinhood? Read something about Robinhood going to get rid of the 1.5% cap on withdrawals September 26th. I don't know what that is. I will look into it for you, Ron. I don't know what that cap, but I'll look at that. We'll see. We'll see what's going on there. While I was talking, we had a little dip in Dogecoin down to 7.42. Well, I'm just talking, so. Top G. Good to know crypto winter may be coming to an end soon. Yes, yes. Doge April 2024, Mars says. Accumulate now. It could be. It could be. Thoughts on OP? Yeah, optimism just goes on a big run, and then it just sells off. Here's what Joshua was looking at. I was seeing this on the charts here. Just this big sell-off today of optimism. I think a lot of it has to do with the tokenomics of it. There's so many optimism tokens that get released or unlocked at periods of times. I don't know when those unlock periods are of optimism, but that's what a lot of this is. I think it's related to that. Again, I don't know whether that's happening today or soon. It's the next unlock period, but from the standpoint of what I see happening is that you have that sell-off. And the one that's going to be coming on the backs of that is going to be Aptos. So today we had this news, Microsoft and Aptos partnership, that unlocking Web3 by using the Aptos Layer 1 blockchain, that Microsoft and Aptos have formed this partnership, Microsoft's Azure OpenAI service, to operate as a responsible, user-friendly, secure assistant, bridging Web 2 to Web 3 for the everyday internet user and organization. That's huge, right? Aptos and Microsoft. So what did Aptos do today, right? And so you go and you look at the Aptos chart and you're like, what do you think Aptos would do with that? Boom! Big green candle. Now, I own some Aptos. My average is still higher than this. I think the last Aptos that I bought was at about $6.9, but I had bought a bunch up at like $10 or $11. So I'm still a little behind on my overall, but you see that big chunk just move up. And it's like, okay, that's great. Why doesn't it keep going up though? That's great news for Aptos. And Aptos token is scheduled to unlock around 2% of its circulating supply on August 11th. So in the next couple days, there's this huge unlock of like millions of Aptos tokens. And so That's why the tokenomics that we talk about of some of these proof of stake cryptocurrencies, that we don't know when a lot of these unlocks happen. Some of them have them scheduled out, and some of them just do it. And it just doesn't give these projects a chance to just keep having these steady gains. So I'm looking for Aptos here to just drop back down. I think that's what's going to happen, is it's just going to drop back down. Because that's what we see happening with optimism. So good question on optimism, and it just rolled right into my Aptos thing that I was going to talk about, because big news, and then it's just like the reality sets in that they're just about to unleash, all of these other tokens that are going to unlock. It's just like, so we'll see how that plays out. Doge One rocket, when? Crypto the Conqueror asks. I wish I knew. Elon's been a little busy. So I don't know when that SpaceX Doge One project is actually going to be. It was supposed to be last year. There's been no mention of it this year. So I don't know. I don't know. My Doge is on Robinhood. They'll build a better wallet. So they do have a Polygon wallet for tokens that can be Polygon based, but that wallet doesn't support Doge. So are they going to come out with a wallet similar to that Polygon wallet, where you can hold other cryptocurrencies? Maybe, we'll see. Right now, I think Robinhood kind of likes the way it is. I don't even know why they came out with this other wallet. Didn't make sense to me, but I tried it out. I've got some Polygon that I bought on Robinhood and then transferred into this wallet just to see how it works. It's just sitting there. We'll see. But yeah, that just kind of doesn't make sense to me. Transfer your Doge off Robinhood and spend it. You can. I mean, you can spend it right off of Robinhood. They give you a wallet address to use if you want to transfer off. And they don't charge an extra fee to do that. All you use is that network fee, which is like 0.02 Doge or 0.05 Doge or something like that. It's nothing, it's pennies. So that works pretty well. If you want to use Doge and spend it, you can do that right off of Robinhood. So Ron says they need to start burning Dogecoin. There's not going to be burning of Dogecoin. Dogecoin is a proof of work cryptocurrency. Nobody owns all of this Dogecoin that's going to be burned. Sheep, yes. You've got the dev team that owns crap ton, trillions and trillions of Sheep tokens that are going to get burned over time because they want the value over time to go up. That's the difference between proof of work and proof of stake. Because that proof of stake, when it's created, there's all these tokens that are just made out of thin air, with most of them being owned by the dev team. So yes, the SHIB burning is going to continue. Most of that is just insignificant, though, percentage-wise, because there's so many SHIB tokens. Does that mean SHIB's going to do well? Yes, SHIB is still going to do well, I think. We just bought some SHIB on Monday. Somebody, when we were buying crypto, suggested SHIB, and we bought some SHIB, and we're up on that SHIB. And overall, I'm up on all the SHIB that I own because it's going to do something. I know it. Next week is Shibarium launch at ETH Toronto, we think. And there's going to be a lot of excitement about SHIB, and also Bone and Leash and the other, SHIB ecosystem kind of things. But yeah, right. Doge can't be burned. People said that Robinhood would be bankrupt. They turned a profit because they added earnings, so that they are making money now on interest, and that's a big chunk of their income now. So they're more of a bank And then an exchange, it looks like right now. Now the next bull market will start, and they'll make a lot of money on their exchange fees. Although it's no fee, they do make money off of the trading on their platform. I don't know how that whole payment for order flow thing is going to work for crypto going forward, because they got their hands slapped before, particularly their dealings with Citadel and others, but that was more on the stock side, not on the crypto side. But they made so much money on Dogecoin trading back in 2021, so much money. And now the volume is just way down since then. But when it comes back, Robinhood's going to make money. They will make money. What do we have? Robinhood freezes accounts when crazy bull runs start. I haven't seen them freezing accounts. I know that the trading can be delayed. When the volume got really, really crazy back in 2021, there were periods of time when trading was delayed or stopped, paused for a little bit. That happened. But I haven't heard about freezing accounts on Robinhood. So Jason uses 3 wallets: Ledger, Robinhood, and MyDoge. Yep. There's my Ledger. Nano S Plus for my long-term cold storage. I've got a link in the description below for those interested in Ledger. I use another one also called Exodus. I do not use it as an app on my phone. I have not downloaded the app. It's on another computer. I only access it there. I don't get into anything else with it. And I've got a big chunk of my crypto on that. So I've got a chunk on my Ledger, a chunk on Exodus wallet. With Exodus, I'm earning staking rewards for Algorand, for Solana, for I think the Graph and VeChain. I have all those on Exodus, and they are earning staking rewards. So that works. Staking works, and I use Exodus for that. So what else is going on with the trading right now? We're looking at here's SHIB at like 9.5, right? So it touched up 10 again early this morning, and then traded back down. So it's at 9.5 now for SHIB. Hedera is just dipping below 6 cents again. It has been on a run lately. And what else is big moving wise? SIA coin, some people were excited about that the other day, and I said it's going to trade back down, and look what it did. It traded all the way up and came just about all the way back down. That was obvious that was going to happen, because that's how SIA trades. If those of you are interested in that, just wanted to follow up on that because we had talked about that the other day. When that happened, we've got the Aptos that I'm guessing is probably going to come back down below $7 because of this unlock coming up. So be careful with Aptos. And that's about it. That's about it that's going on. So let's buy some crypto. And here's our portfolio. So we were down $77 on Monday. Now we're only down $23. So we've recovered $50 from our portfolio. And just about everything we bought on Monday, we gained on. So we gained $3 on SHIB here that we bought. And our Solana is up, our Algorand is up, and our Bitcoin is up. We're down just $1 on Doge, about $9 on XRP. We bought XRP up in the 70s, and it's down at 65 cents now. But we've been dollar cost averaging, adding a little more XRP each time. So that's what we're doing. Yeah, halt trading, exactly. Yeah, that's what Robinhood did. I understand that. Yeah, you said freeze accounts. I just wanted to make sure that they're not doing that. But yes, halting the trading. And let's hope Robinhood doesn't do that next time we're in a bull run, because that heavy volume just killed them last time. So hopefully they've put things in place that they're not going to have those challenges again for those that trade on Robinhood. So let's see what's happening on the chart. 7.46 for Doge. So we'll start our buying for our portfolio, and we will buy some Doge. So let's go to spot trading. Again, this is all on Coinbase for those that haven't been watching before. We buy all this on Coinbase. If you're interested in Coinbase, I have a link in the description below. Use that link, join Coinbase. If you put about $100 on Coinbase, then make your first crypto trade, and they will give you a spin of the wheel. And that spin of the wheel could earn you quite a bit of Bitcoin. I think the minimum is like $3 worth of Bitcoin, but you can earn more with the spin of the wheel. So give that a try. This is Bitcoin right now, 29,489. We want to start with Doge, though. So let's go down to Doge here, 74.60 for Doge right now is going to be our limit price. 746. I wish it was 74.6. Oh, 746. And we're going to buy $50 of Doge there. We're going to add that to our portfolio. So we got that Doge. Bogdan is saying AMP. I don't own any AMP. AMP has had AMP was one of those that was deemed a security, right? And early on, and we didn't know what was happening with AMP. Oh, AMP just went on a big run here. Look at that. And then look at it just trading right back down. I'm not going to buy AMP right now. We're going to let this settle all the way back down. The way this went with trading here from this chart, this is not the time to buy. This is going to settle back down, and maybe buy an AMP down here at like 0023 is better, because this is just going to. I don't want to lose money, but yeah, I didn't know that AMP had gone on this little run today, but yeah, there's the AMP chart. Algorand was up, came back down. So yeah, we're going to add Algo because we're continuing to add to Algorand at these low prices, because Algo's going to go on a run. There was that news about the Clintons and climate change and stuff like that. It was just like, that was old news. Yeah, 1122 for Algorand. And we're going to buy $50 of Algorand at 11. Well, we'll go to get down to 1121. That seems to be the current price now. See if we can pick that up at 1121 for Algorand. Then I'll add 443 Algos at 1121. We'll see if that hits. Without any other suggestions, XRP 63.77. Oh, look at the drop that XRP is just having. Now is a good time to be buying that. So we'll add to our XRP stash. $638 and $50 for that. Get about 77 more XRP for that. We'll see whether that hits. And what else is happening with our other coins that we have in our portfolio? We could add some Solana. Where's ETH? ETH up a little bit. How about Jasmy? Want to add more Jasmy? Let's have fun and add Jasmy at 003872. We'll have fun with adding Jasmy. because we all like Jasmine. Six. $50 worth. Oh, 386. And this is trading where? 3872. 386. All right. So the XRP filled. We did not fill the Algorand yet, did not fill the Jasmine. I use limit orders all the time, so we'll see how that plays out. Bogdan's asking about Phantom. Phantom. The Phantom token on Tether, is that what the one? Is that this? 0.00007? That's odd. Or is it Phantom with an F? Yeah, I think it's Phantom with an F you're talking about. Because Phantom with an F, that's the bigger one there. 23 cents. Let's see how Phantom has been trading. I don't personally own any Phantom. Looks like, yeah, in the June swoon, it's about where it was back then. So Phantom might be a good thing to buy in. Would be Phantom. We'll look at adding Phantom. Joshua's saying add some Bitcoin. Ron says Doge and Sheeb. And Jason says some Stellar. See where XLM is right now. That's kind of been on a run lately. I remember when Stellar and Doge were the same price. There's Stellar at 14 cents. So, yeah, Stellar's up quite a bit. Doge and more Doge. Yeah, you Doge guys. You're driving and watching the show at the same time. Good luck. Good luck. Be careful. Be careful with that. So that's what we've got for today. Looks like Jasmine hasn't filled yet. Somebody just came in at 387 and bought some. So we'll see whether that fills and whether the algo fills there. So that's what we got for today, guys. Hey, thanks everyone for tuning in. Again, hit the likes, subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. We're here making money, guys. We're here making money. We're accumulating in this bearish market, crab, sideways trading market, accumulating before the bull run happens. That's what we're doing here. So let's be safe out there always. Not financial advice. I just show you what I'm doing. Buying crypto, accumulating at this period, dollar cost averaging, little bit at a time, because you don't know from here whether it's going to go up or go down. So we'll see. Anyway, hope you all are well. We'll see you next time.
Dogecoin, which started as a complete joke, has like skyrocketed to not a joke anymore. It hit an all-time high of almost 10 cents yesterday, but it was so minuscule you wouldn't have understood why you have millions of shares.
Didn't Elon tweet that too?
And arguably, the most entertaining outcome and the most ironic outcome would be that Dogecoin becomes the currency of Earth in the future.